here today because our democracy is under attack. The literal counting of the vote is now owned by a private corporation.
Your ballot has been cast.
You know something's broken in the promised land.
We were extremely pleased with the way our equipment functioned during the recall election.
It would be the first machine in the history of man that was fail-safe.
The results will be accurate and reliable.
How much more damage can I stand?
We have a company that lies. Yes, I'll say it, lies.
You could connect to that machine, get complete control over it, change votes, change the software.
This stuff was never corrected.
What in effect you did is create a big complex building, put locks on every door, use the same key for every lock, and then published a picture of the key on the wall. Does this seem to be a suitable security architecture to you?
A busted deal here in the promised land.
At the time of the most important election in our country's history, we have the greatest doubts as to whether thousands of voters are going to once again be disenfranchised. Only this time, there will be no evidence.
For the first time, many Americans will be voting on paperless electronic voting machines, which are being rolled out across the nation.
To begin voting, press 6.
Election officials are trying to persuade the public to trust this new technology.
How do I know that my vote's been counted?
The memory should have taken it.
But how do I know that it has? How do I know the system didn't crap out?
Nobody knows.
I don't know. Would you like your life to depend on the accuracy of this machine?
This is the first time we're going to use it, so...
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Would you like your life to depend on the accuracy of this machine?
No.
Okay.
Bev Harris, a grandmother from Seattle, was curious about the machines and the corporations that make them.
I had some questions about these voting machines, and I started looking on Google. And I wanted to find out how the voting machines worked. What happened next really changed my life. One reason I was so curious is because it's a secret how they work. The companies that make them keep it a secret. None of the computer scientists felt they could even look at the code because the code was supposed to be a secret. The certification labs that examine it keep their process a secret of what they do. And even the election officials who buy the equipment are prohibited by their contract from ever looking and seeing how it works.
Bev did a simple search on the internet for Diebold Election Systems, one of the 3 major manufacturers of voting machines.
I stumbled upon an obscure web page which contained the crown jewels for Diebold Election Systems. It contained 40,000 files, all of their programs, that had been sitting there and accumulating for 6 years.
What Bev found on Diebold's unsecured site was the secret software that counted the votes in 37 states. Over 70% of Americans will be voting electronically in the November presidential election, and Diebold, based in Ohio, is the market leader.
The FTP site was an unfortunate situation, I admit to that. It was a situation where that information was out there, it was captured, which was our fault. We made a mistake, and we readily admit that. Will it happen again? No, it will not.
After finding the files, I sort of collected together some various computer scientists